Yo, bro, what's good, bro?
Yo, you about to tell me subscribe to your YouTube. I'm already knowing.
No. I have a question for you, bro. All right, so I've had a crush on this joint, this bad joint in my class, right? I've had a crush on her for
Right.
like 7 years, right? And
Damn.
yeah, so I just recently got her IG, right? And
Right.
I don't know how to like slide in her DMs. Like, what should I say? Like, what should I say to her?
How you be talking? Like you the type of nigga be like, yo, or you the type of nigga be like, hey, like how you how you be talking?
Well, I just be like saying, yo, and shit. I just say, yo, like, what's good?
Text her yelling and be like, what you want? Like, what you doing and shit. But start a conversation, but like once she answers, you gotta keep the conversation going. Like you can't let it die if you really trying to you feel me?
I had to keep it going. So like, what do I say?
Yeah.
I say like, yo, I've had a crush on you for 7 years. I want to marry you. Like, what should I like?
No, but don't say you want to marry her. I ain't gonna, don't say you want to marry her yet.
Don't say
But
that.
like
Why?
once like
What's wrong with
once
that?
you ask her, I don't know, just saying you want to marry her is crazy. Like, bro, come on, you ain't even told me you had a crush on her in 7 years. Like,
So
I
like,
deal with that
so
shit.
so like, what? How should I like start the conversation? Should I like? Should I say do you like to get your ass eaten or some shit? Like, how should I start the conversation?
Nah, bro, nah, bro, you wildin', bro. Don't say that shit, bro. She gonna block you, bro.
Wait,
She
what?
gonna
For real?
block you,
That
bro.
ass, bro?
No, no, don't say that shit, bro. First of all, I said, does she even know who you are, bro? Cause she know who you is. Y'all be talking.
No, I never spoke to her before.
Oh my fucking god. But you gotta be like, you know who I am? Are you ever seen me around school?
Yeah,
And
I think she might know who I was because like I down the hallway type shit. Like after lunch, I was just like staring at her like across the hall type shit. I was just staring at her type shit. She looked at me a certain type of way and like walked away.
well, you just looking at
Yeah, just looking at her.
it. What's wrong with you? Bro, you not you bro, don't do that, bro.
Don't
Bro,
no
she
no.
gonna keep
I
seeing,
ain't
bro.
know what like I just saw her. She was just so like mesmerizing. You feel me?
Bro,
So I was just
if
looking at
she
her. Just
if she bring that into that, be like, want you that weird kid that was staring at me across anything, be like, nah, that wasn't
all
me.
right. So DMing girls is honestly the worst way to approach. And how did I come to this conclusion? So let me take y'all back. So back then, back then when I was just a youngin, just thugging it. And when I say like back then, I mean like 5 months ago. So back then, I ain't know no better. I was just a young nigga, just thugging it. You feel me? Just hopped out the porch. I was new to the game. You feel me? And I would say that I was a DM connoisseur. You feel me? I was someone who actively shot my shot, nigga. I was spraying that motherfucker through the DMs. You feel me? And I thought it was the most effective way because there was like, one, Instagram has a whole bunch of people. Everyone's on Instagram. I mean, it is easy to have access to someone that you probably never seen in real life. Two, I didn't have to deal with the consequences that came with being rejected because I was, it was through a screen. If they ain't respond to my message, it wouldn't hurt as bad as the awkwardness of them just not fucking what I said face to face. And three, I had more time to think about what I have to say. And I could sit on my phone for 30 minutes thinking about the perfect response to say in her DMs, swipe up to her story. I could sit on there for like 10, 15, however long I want to, thinking about crafting the best, the perfect line and then sending that motherfucker. But lo and behold, I, after, a long time of me just doing that, just sliding the DMs, I've eventually came to the realization that sliding to the DMs is not effective at all. Like it is not effective. Oh my god, that shit is ass, bro. Like me and thinking about it in hindsight, like damn, like what was I thinking? What was I on for? Like all those things, yeah, I said about have more access to people, don't have to deal with the consequences of being rejected, and I can think about what I have to say. All of that sounds good on paper, but in practice, it's all bullshit. Like it does none of that matter, bro. Like none of that shit matters. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter about what you say, because she's gonna fuck with you based on your profile, what you look like, a whole bunch of superficial shit, your follower count, all that. See if you're verified. She's gonna fuck with you because of that. She's not gonna fuck with you because you said a perfect line or you said exactly how the best response to her story, or you send a heart eye emoji or some shit, she's not gonna respond to that. Like it don't matter about what you say at that point, dog. It did not matter about what you say, bro. Like, cause like, dog, you could be Casanova through the screen, but like, if you look like Shrek, it don't matter, bro. Your shot percentage is gonna be 0 at all times. And there's a difference between sliding into DMs and approaching a girl in real life. Approaching a girl in real life, there's more of a social understanding that, you know, you two are in proximity, and because y'all two are basically right next to each other, you're more likely to spark up a conversation just because we're humans. Like we're social creatures, you feel me? But in the DMs, it's kind of different because you're more invasive. You have more of the tendency to come off as if you're invading her privacy because you're damn near entering into her world. So what am I trying to say? What I'm saying is, it don't matter what you say. Like, if you slide into her DMs, you are automatically, by default, gonna look inferior to her. You're gonna be inferior. Like, the power dynamic, she's gonna be up here, you're gonna be down here. Because you are entering into her world. You are coming into her space, you feel me? And you have to play your cards in a way that she will respond to what you have to say. So you're basically damn near, you know, fighting for her approval, fighting for her, you know, attention and shit. And that will automatically make you come off as inferior. And on top of that, niggas tend to add emojis like heart eyes and shit. Motherfuckers probably be like complimenting on her stories and all that. Like, you come off as a fan, damn near. Like, you come off as a fan, as like a fanboy that's just waiting and just lurking from a side. Like, you just come off as a fan. Yo.
Hey, bro, you a SoundCloud rapper?
Why?
You look like a SoundCloud rapper. You look like 1032 up.
I don't know if you're trying to join right now, but like, I got a question for you, bro.
What up?
All right, so peep this. I'm in a little predicament right now. So this nigga, right? Like, his grandma jaw like bad as fuck. So I'm trying to like bust down on those. You feel me? I'm trying to like crush those shits. So like, I just recently got her Instagram, and like, how am I supposed to slide in her DM? Like, she has like the whole cane and shit, but like, nigga, I'm still trying to get inside those. You feel me?
How you go? Wow. Instead of you hitting those, you need to send her ass to her nursery home.
Nigga, I mean, see, I'm gonna knock her off, then send her to her nursing home. The fuck?
I mean, that is true, but it's like, I don't know how you should slide in though, because if you say, "Hey, how are you?" that shit just gonna automatically be dry.
So I should be like, "Yo, you trying to take these kids? Like, what should I be like?"
I mean, how she gonna take the kids? This bitch old as fuck.
I mean, then she's just basically walking on a bucket. Then you feel me? I can realize just go crazy and those, and I have to worry about no kids.
She might as well just be a cum bucket.
On God, Slim. On God. So how I'm gonna be like, yo.
Be like, yo, come over here so I can get you out that cane.
For real? It seems like you have a little experience of, you know, knocking off some grandmas. Like, you done hit some grandmas in your days, bro?
Honestly, no, but some grandmas tried to hit on me. They in their 40s. They look like they named Mary Ann or some shit.
Yeah.
And like, while we talking to them and shit, it was like, "Oh, you boys are cute. I bet your mom put you on the leash just to keep you away from other girls, huh?"
That's what they said.
Yes, this literally what they said. They was saying
at that point, you should have pulled their pants down, just bent them over, and start piping their shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
See, look though, but it was in public,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, honestly, I don't do things like that in public. I like to do this shit private. I like to keep my little one-on-ones, because if I do that shit in public, some niggas gonna want to join in on that shit, and I ain't gonna lie.
An orgy, bro? You ever been in an orgy, bro?
No, I'm not with that shit.
Oh, like elderly orgy, you feel me? Just a whole bunch of grandmas and shit. Just go to a nursery home and just like pick her out, like, I want you, and y'all just start going crazy type shit. I haven't really gotten an answer. Like, how am I supposed to slide in her shit, bro? Like, how am I supposed to slide in her DM?
Like, that's literally the only way. Hey, how about you come over so I can get you off that cane?
Word. Me personally, I thought DMing girls was the easy route, and I would much rather DM a girl than to, approach her in real life. But after a while of me just consistently just playing the other side of the field, you feel me? I realized that, nigga, like, dog, approaching girls in real life is just so much easier. You waste less time. You get to your point. No, you actually get to communicate to your point what you have to say. And also on top of that, like, bro, you just she gets to feel your vibe. Like, she gets to like read off your energy. There's energy being reciprocated. You get to see how she responds to your message. All that is really just naturally flowing and shit. There's no like time to think about what you have to say. So you're just going off how you feel, and how you feel it comes off more authentic than you trying to carve up the perfect message and try to send to her, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to meet her in person, and if you don't match the energy that you put through text, that is gonna get exposed when you see her. And the whole kill is you're actually less likely to get curved in real life than you are through sliding in her DMs, because there's like 1,000 other niggas that are trying to slide into her DMs too. There's 1,000 other niggas that are sending her hard eyes emojis, commenting, complimenting her, all that shit. There's 1,000 niggas that are in her DMs right now that she has not seen their messages ever, and you're just gonna fit into the pack. You're basically not gonna separate yourself. She can't distinguish who you are because she never met you. She's basically rejecting you before she even had a chance to meet you, type shit. And but for in real life though, she gets to have more of a feel of who you are. She's actually responding to what you're saying. If she don't, then she's rude as fuck. You shouldn't be talking to her anyways. But she's responding in a way of how you're communicating with her, and you get a more of a general feel of where the conversation is going. She gets a general feel of who you are, if this nigga's a creep or not, if I want to pursue anything with this nigga or not. Like, it's so much easier doing it in real life, and it's just you're less likely to get curved because there's less competition. Like, it is so easy to put on a facade and portray yourself as if you're a certain someone through social media, and like you could text her a certain way that will make you seem as if you're this type of person. But once you meet her in real life, dog, like, you this hard body ass nigga on Instagram, but once she meet you in real life, dog, you're like Jimmy from Ed, Edd n Eddy. You can portray yourself in your most authentic way when you talk to her, approach her in real life, compared to sliding in DMs. And I think like the whole concept of sliding in DMs is just so ass, because one, you're most likely gonna get rejected if she don't fuck with what she sees on your page. Two, bitches be having egos through social media because niggas be worshiping them as if they're like Jesus Christ. And three, it just gets messy. Like, it takes up too much time. I don't have that sort of time to waste. And like, you're more likely to get a better response, more concise, get straight to your point better in real life interactions compared to a girl that will most likely never even see your message. Not because what you said was wrong, but it's just the fact that she wasn't really fucking with who was the person that was sending it. The words get lost in translation when you're texting and shit, and you don't have a tone of voice, you don't have facial expression, you don't have body language, none of that when you're sliding to a DM. And all of that is very important for her to interpret the type of person you is. But if she don't have that, then she's basically going off her idea of who she think you are, and you're most likely just gonna get curved because she don't know who you is. I'm in a little predicament right now, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you trying to help me out?
Bro, you gay, bro.
Huh?
What you mean by that?
No, nigga, no gay shit, bro. Come on, nah, no, not no gay shit, bro. Like, actual dead ass predicament. All right, so peep this, right? So, boom, there's this nigga in my school, right? Like, he got a grandma that's like bad as fuck. Like, she's like 75 on some shit, bro. Like, she's like on like a wheelchair type shit, but like she bad as fuck though. So I'm trying to like knock her shit off. Like, so like I just got her Instagram the other day. How am I supposed to slide in that shit, bro? What's so funny?
Hold up. I'll drink my drink. You don't make me spit my drink.
Like,
so
this is some serious shit. I ain't gonna hold it. Like, this is actually serious, bro.
You gotta do put your.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, let her respond back. When she respond back, now she say something rude, go off on her.
Go off?
Yeah, old lady like doggone rough nigga.
All right, but like, what should I say though? Like, the whole kill is like, what should I say? Like, what should I say to like the first message type shit?
You say, hey, put how your day been, or
word.
Like, and then go on from there.
Or you don't think I should be like a little more honest type shit? Like I should start off like a little more honest, like, hey, the past couple I followed you a few days ago, and I've been beating off to your pictures.
Yeah, that's some old head shit. We don't text like that 90 days.
Oh, I mean, she old head too. She's 75.
Alright. I mean, she might respond to it. Yeah. Do that.
Do that type shit, and then she can be like, "Yeah, I can use a young body." You feel me? Like I can be like one of those type shit. I can use a young body, and I'm like, "Yo, where you stay at? I'm gonna knock your shit off. Like, get some of that, that graveyard pussy." You feel me?
Oh wow. You ain't right, bro. You niggas hit that graveyard pussy.
So I'm gonna just be like those, and then I'll be in there like Swimmer, right? I see. All right, bro. Appreciate it, bro. I bet you be getting all the bitches and shit, bro. You got the buffies on and shit, bro. Getting all the bitches, huh?
This nigga great.
Hey, you done knocked off Samantha last week type shit. This is a YouTuber named Taekwondo that I don't know, I heard him say in one of his videos that, social media is younger, most likely younger than you. Like, the apps that you rely on so heavily to get girls, fucking Instagram, Snapchat, fucking TikTok, all these other apps are most likely younger than you. Like, if you like 16 and older, you're older than all these apps that you rely on so heavily to get girls and shit. So like, I feel like it's more natural, just more authentic, and it's a lot, easier to just go up to her, just shoot your shot, just go to her face to face, IRL, just go to her and shit, approach her, and just see what happens. You feel me? Because you're more likely to get a more feel of where her headspace is at, how she feels, how she thinks of you. Like, you're more likely to get a lot more information at a faster time. If you don't see me face to face and you had a conversation with me, you basically have a general idea of who I am. So it is more just direct and more concise, and a lot less bullshit that goes around when you just approach her and just talk to her face to face. And at that point, I'm like, why do I even need a DM girls? Like, yeah, I have more of a range of girls that I can have access to in Instagram, but like, if I'm never gonna fucking get a response from them, like, what's the point of me even using that? Like, what's the point of even DMing them at that point? And the vast majority of girls that I've messed with, all came from me approaching them in real life. I'm more effective approaching them face to face than to just fucking slide up in their story and shit and like give them a hard eyes and such shit. So like, in my opinion, I don't DM girls because I think it's useless. I think there's a much more effective way of communicating that you're interested in a girl than just you fucking using Instagram and shit. But like, I digress. But that's how I feel about that. Appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know if you think the same. And yeah, be out.
Then we're gonna chase them away, and that's like, we want this long term. Like, we're hoping we can get your Instagram or like your socials, do this like on the regular, like,
I'm unfortunately straight, so I ain't into all that shit. So nah.
Are you willing to watch us for like right now?
Watch y'all do what?
Fuck.
Because you literally,
You're thinking about it, so
like, you match the description perfectly for us. Like, and that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
you're thinking about it.
Look
You're
at that
smiling.
smiling. Look at that
These niggas
smile.
some trolls, huh?
Huh?
How are you? Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, do your thing.
Alright. For starters, to get you warmed up.
Go ahead, do your thing. I know the niggas weren't gonna do that shit.